Hello everybody, Toriyama here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the episode 61. The episode is titled Zamasu's Ambition, presenting the terrifying Zero Mortals plan. This episode was really good. It was like a lot of really emotional, cool things happened. There's a gripe I have, and then this isn't a gripe. There's two things that make my head scratch, but one of them is because it's me trying to figure it out, and the other one is it's me trying to figure it out. Okay, so the two gripes are similar. Anyway, the episode in itself was good. The meat of the episode was good. So, we continue from where we last left off, where basically Black explains he is Zamasu. But how is he Zamasu? Well, he goes into this, and this is where we run into the first gripe, I guess. The fight is happening simultaneously while they're explaining, which I think is pretty good, a good use of time. It allows them to be in action and explain the plot and everything without stopping, without those, and I hate to call them Dragon Ball Z moments, but yeah, there are moments where in Dragon Ball Z and in GT where the fighters just sort of talk and then they'll fight. And it's a lot of talking, and then they'll fight. Like that's a thing. That's not even a Dragon Ball Z thing anymore. I think that's just an anime thing in general that happens with some anime. Is like they'll talk and then they'll fight. This they did a little bit of both, and I appreciate it more for it. So, here's my take on it, and if you want to correct me or if you've done the math, I made a small little chart to try to help me, but here's what I gathered from this. Now, going straight from what Quaman said, or from not what Quaman said, but going straight from the way Quaman makes timelines, go check out his channel and check out Geekdom 101 because he actually talks about this. There, in this particular situation, there's three timelines we need to worry about. The hot timeline, also known as the History of Trunks timeline, where these fights are taking place right now. The main timeline, that's the DBZ timeline that we're used to, the one where Gohan kills Cell, Goku and the others fight Majin Buu and beat him, and yada yada, the whole 9 yards. Then we've got an alternate timeline. Now, this alternate timeline is a timeline that takes place when Goku and the others were not warned by Trunks about Black. And because they weren't warned about Black, Zamasu somehow wound up fighting Goku, but because he wound up fighting Goku, he gathered the Super Dragon Balls, and when he gathered the Super Dragon Balls, he wished to swap minds and bodies, but not hearts, with Zamasu, with Goku. So now we have a Zamasu that has Goku's body and mind. So then that becomes the Black Goku, the one we know. Black Goku then goes to Earth to find Zamasu, who has Goku's heart, kills Goku, and then kills Chi-Chi and Goten. And then, what he does is that he travels to a timeline in which there is no God of Destruction, which is the hot timeline, the History of Trunks one. Because he did that, he ends up Black Goku ends up killing Gowasu in the hot timeline. And because of that, he teams up with Zamasu. Zamasu takes the Potara earring. They go forward in time, wish off the Super Dragon Balls for Zamasu to be immortal, then destroy the Super Dragon Balls so no one can reverse the wish. Then they terrorize Trunks in the hot timeline, to which Trunks goes to the main timeline, to which they go to figure out the thing with Zamasu after fighting Black, which causes Black to go through time, which does the whole paradox deal. But there's a difference now. In this timeline, Beerus kills the current timeline Zamasu, which means there is no Zamasu to start the exact same pattern over again. And that's what I got out of that entire history lesson. So enjoy that while you can. That's the best I got. It's all I got. And during this, while they're explaining this, they beat up Goku a lot, and they explain to them, yo, we killed Goten and Chi-Chi. which presses Goku's buttons, and we finally get to see a side of Goku that we haven't seen since the Frieza saga of Dragon Ball Z. Goku gets pissed, and he powers up and beats the crap out of both Black and Zamasu by himself. I love the part where he instant transmissions in front of Zamasu and just backhands him with a punch. That was so damn cool. It was really cool to see Goku serious, and I gotta say, Goku's rage moment is a bit more justifiable than Trunks'. Yes, I am aware that Black killed Bulma in the Hot timeline, which is Trunks' direct mother. That is his direct mother from the direct timeline. I am aware. But Goku's feels more appropriate for what happened in this episode. Like, if Trunks were to have had that rage moment when Bulma got killed, then maybe I could have been like, okay, maybe. But the fact of the matter is, and this is where we move on to the next part of the episode, Goku does stand a good chance, but in the end, he ends up getting his ass whooped. Vegeta ends up getting his ass whooped as well, and it's all that Trunks ends up getting his butt kicked no problems because Trunks is the weakest out of all of them right now. But Trunks then rages, and because he rages, what ends up happening is what's probably the most out of place transformation ever. And the only reason I say it's the most out of place is because Trunks does this, and you expect me to believe that, like, it's what you expect me to believe that's throwing me off. You expect me to believe that someone who's about as strong as Super Saiyan 3 Goku at max, which still isn't stronger than Super Buu, mind you, which still isn't stronger than Beerus, which still isn't stronger than Super Saiyan God Red, which still isn't stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, which still isn't stronger than Black on Super Saiyan Rose or Rose. You mean to tell me that Trunks just got a huge power boost and he's able to stand up to all of this now? Now, granted, I do, from future episodes, we do learn that he does have a hard time. Sorry for the spoilers. If you don't want the spoilers, I do apologize. But yeah, so we do find out that it's an even fight between them, but it's just a really big out of place power boost for Trunks. Yeah, it's a rage boost, but at the same time, a rage boost to the very least should make him go Super Saiyan 3, maybe. But regardless, it was cool. It's a cool looking transformation. I'll give it that. I'm a big Trunks fan, and I love the way Trunks' hair looks when he transforms. It's always my favorite to like randomly draw on notebooks and stuff. So I do like the transformation. I just don't get exactly why he did it. And for those who keep comparing it to Broly, don't. Because first of all, Broly's hair is green when he turns Legendary Super Saiyan. And secondly, Broly's buff. Trunks got buff, and then the muscles got suppressed down to keep his speed in check. The only correlation that Trunks had to Broly was that you can't see his pupils, which, that's not a Broly thing. Goku did it first when he transformed Super Saiyan against Frieza. So get out of here with that crap. But regardless, good episode, really good episode. One of the things I did scratch my head about Trunks turning into that transformation, but Dean, I talked to Dean a while back. He's one of my YouTube partners, for those who don't know. He named it, he gave it a really great name. And it's not like Super Trunks Blue or anything, although that's the name I thought of. Dean thought of the name Super Saiyan, it looks cool, just roll with it. So hashtag Super Saiyan, it looks cool, just roll with it. So yeah, I thought that was really good. So the next episode we'll be reviewing is episode 62, I'll Protect the World, Trunks' Angry Super Powered Explosion. I'll see you all then, everybody. Have a great day. Tyrone the God 3 out.